Hey, how's everybody doing today? So, I'm going to Walgreens, having someone to pick up my prescription. Walgreens did not do everything that Walgreens was supposed to do on Azalea. I did a internship at this in particular Walgreens, where the people who taught me how everything goes. Okay, when I am doing business with Walgreens, it ain't going that way. Okay, so I had to reschedule my appointment, and the lady made sure that the allergy nurse, I'm gonna call her nurse, or maybe what's that, a better word or a different word? I'm not sure. Uh, there's a word for it. I can't think about what the word actually is. Um, Make sure that Walgreens fill the prescription. When you work at a pharmacy, okay, you have to look at faxes, you have to look at your emails, you have to look at the labels that are being printed out. You have to pull out your container in which the meds go in, or you're going to put a label of a box, or you even may have to make a component, okay, a compact component in liquids. Okay, so then you also have to count the pills by 5 or 10. Okay, so that is just like the pharmacy world. Also, they have you have to take it twice a day, you have to take it 3 times a day, you have to take it 4 times a day. You may have to take this in particular thing for 2 weeks or for a month, or just depends on what the drug is. I don't want to have this problem with Walgreens anymore. I don't have a problem with Walgreens. If Walgreens want me to come work for Walgreens, I will personally go with my walker to work at Walgreens, because that is like ridiculous. Walgreens doesn't even call me when your medicine is ready. I don't know who Walgreens calling. Walgreens is not calling me. Okay. Um. Also, I forgot one thing when I was there. As long as I was there, I just forgot the one thing to do. But I'm gonna make sure that it get done though, because it's very important. Okay. With God on your side, all things are possible. There is nothing impossible. You know what I'm saying? What I mean is that Direct Smile Club called me, said we got your box. After they had to send me another box. You feel me? I want them to understand that I have 2 emails. I have 2 phones, just like you have 2 computer screens with your modem. Okay. I have 2 computer screens, which are cell phones. One screen is bigger than the other screen, and but I have one modem. Okay. And so I'm trying to have Google to set it up just like that. Sometimes I use 3. They made it where I can't use 4 strings, because then, I'm not trying to get out of control with the situation. Just that I have a complex. Okay, with the I can't just use one phone. Okay, so I use 2 strings, but then there can be 3 or 4 or 20. Okay, but it's just the way in which I have to operate and things in work. Okay. um we have special children. Okay, our special children may not have a touchscreen phone because of all of the apps in which are on the phone. They may don't need to do all of that. I'm like one of those types of children. Okay, so then it's better for me to have 2, 3, 4 phones with the one modem. Okay, but then you will see like a multitude of Gmail's accounts. It's gonna go to the one phone in which I'm using, but then I may not use that in particular device. Okay, so like on my tablet has a multitude of emails. These are all the things in which I want to do in my one company. I want a modeling agency, a recording studio, and a radio station. Come one, come all. Yes, you're gonna have to pay. Feel me? Not unless we are doing something where you have signed a contract, so then I may have to pay you. Okay? But you're gonna have to invest your time and your money into this business. Okay? So, with Smells Direct Club, the lady said, well, how can I make your smile to be a better smile? Okay, when it comes to my mouth, my in particular mouth, As you see, I have like, right? And but I want my teeth straightened, right? So then I will have to have a partial retainer, a partial denture retainer. Okay, so they see the sticky thing, because I will use Smile Direct Club into my company to help people with their teeth. You feel me? So with that being said, so like your teeth messed up, it's okay because your teeth messed up. You're still beautiful. All right, and Smile Direct Club can help us with our situation. You feel me? But what I'm saying to you is that I would like to have a partial denture retainer. Okay, so that right there may sound complicated to me, but to a orthodontist, it may not sound complicated to him. You understand what I'm saying? Because then you're not putting braces, you're not putting the little dot things on my teeth with a wire. Because what is it going to connect to? You feel what I'm saying? It has no connection. But at the top, you can put braces here. I had braces before, I just didn't have a retainer. And I went to a young man where my son went to. Okay, and he didn't treat my mouth like he treated my son's mouth. They really didn't. I don't know what the complications were. Okay, but then I'm the child at the end of the day. That you didn't really serve, really. So then I'm talking to Direct Smile Club about what my situation is. And what I am saying is that I am putting a new creation into your building. Okay? Where there are gonna be people that ain't got teeth in back. They might ain't got no teeth at all. But you can still help them in some shape or form. Okay? So what I am saying to you is, at the bottom of my mouth, there should be a partial denture retainer for the bottom of my mouth. So then I want a retainer at the top of my mouth, where then my whole mouth is being retained and straightened. Okay? Now, the best people in the world can handle this situation. Now, I received a receipt from Direct Smile Club where, well, if I put a creation into your building, my services would be free. Do you understand? I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a cool idea. You feel me? Because then I don't put a creation in your building. But then when I go and now Direct Smile, I'm starting to see clients and people's mouths needs to be fixed. Then I'm gonna get a huge discount on the people whose mouths need to be fixed. You feel me? It's people working with people. Okay? So like how I can't see closing down my company, and I done started all this stuff in Virginia, and I cannot United States with my business, and I cannot Ukraine with my building, right? I gotta shut it down and start all over in Florida. If that don't sound like the craziest thing ever. And you not told nobody that at all. You don't. Because Virginia is not its own country. You teaching us in a school. Like, what am I son in school for if you teaching them wrong? You're not teaching them by how you are running, how someone is to run their company. Do you understand what I'm saying? How many people get exactly what I am saying? Because you're not going to have people going to the door sill and then filled out 2,000 sheets of paper. And then I got to give $1,000 to IRS. Lord knows how many other people I'm about to get some money to. Right? Just, Lord knows how many people I'm going to have to give some money to have a radio station, a recording studio, and a modeling agency. That named every category in some Gmails. And then I'm at, because I want to go to Florida, or because I want to set up in Florida, and I want to set up in California, and I want to set up in Virginia, and somewhere overseas. Right? Now, I'm going to pay whatever for a business license, and then I got to shut it down Gotta find a building somewhere where we can make a whole lot of noise. You know what I'm saying? We have, because we're gonna be making a whole lot of noise. Quite frankly, we have to go somewhere where we can make a whole lot of noise, not where we're gonna be disturbing the next person. You understand what I'm saying? Because you don't want to disturb people in what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, well, I think this would be really good in Power 92.1 building. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I think this would be an excellent idea. You know, because then all the noise and stuff ain't gonna bother them. Because what do they do in the building? I would not be bothering them with a modeling agency. I would not be bothering them with a miniature radio station. I sure ain't gonna be bothering them with a Conductor Entertainment. I would not be bothering them, but I would have somewhere where I can go for 8 hours, 10 hours, and they are comfortable with all three things I just mentioned. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go and get a business license and a zoning permit, right? And say I want the whole United States on my papers, and I want the whole UK in my papers, so I can take my business license and go use it in one of the 50 states on the piece of paper. And we're gonna have a problem. That sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. I'm not tripping. Don't it sound crazy to you? Because it sounds crazy to me. I'm sorry. How are we 50 states? Stop teaching my children lies. You saying they need an education, but then you're teaching my children lies. Because when they go and when I want a company, Ma, I really want a company. They can fill out 2,000 sheets of papers before they go and get their plan. Then, if they decide, well, shoot, I'm doing so good here, I would like to use my same name in another state. And I want Virginia to add it on so I can go to the next state. I gotta fill out 2,000 more sheets of paper. That is insane. When we are supposed to be one country, when they get to talking in that White House building, they're talking about 50 states. They ain't talking about state for state for state for state. Please tell me what the problem is. Please tell me. It sounds crazy. For real. It sounds crazy. God bless you all. And I hope everyone has a very special night. Please do not let people get on your nerves. I am trying to just comprehend that. Really. Because you have to be able to comprehend what people are saying. That's just like when you call a credit person and you're like, I would like for you to clear my credit. And they say, well, all we got to do is send some letters out. Okay, when you asking somebody, well, what is your job and how will I see the thing going to go from orange to purple? And you can't even explain that for $5 a month. That I have to contact somebody I have to pay $114 to. And then they're going to explain it. This is what my job is. This is what happened next. This is what happened next. Come on now. And y'all sitting in people companies doing that. It's wrong. Now, when you have a company, then your insurance and stuff has to change. Okay? So then you have to basically pick up all the steps that you might didn't notice you had to do the step. But you have to do the step. Like, the people will have to show me, the people will have to basically show me the pieces of paper in which I need to fill out in order for me to get this new insurance. Okay? Because then things change in my situation where I'm like, Social Security, I'm not 55. I'm 38 years old. I do not need no Medicare. When I turn 55 years old, then the Medicare is supposed to pick up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you really get that? How many people get it? I get it. You have to drop it. So just drop it. Or IRS is going to step in and say, you need to cut that off. Because then she is walking down the route of she wants a modeling agency, a radio station, and a recording studio. You have to cut it off. It's like you have to force the people that's in that one building to basically preach to a whole nother building for them to understand. Whereas just my mouth ain't good enough. But then you say when we're in school, we have a freedom of speech. Now, why is that a lie in Oliver Hill Court Building? We don't have a freedom of speech. With everything, we have to have a lawyer. But you keep teaching children we have a freedom of speech. On what day does the freedom of speech button work? Well, anyway, I will holler at y'all later. Bye-bye.